Alright, they are just going into a game now. And the names are yellow. So, time to hop in and follow the action.
Alright, so fairly different setup this game for Team noMERCY. Lightsman is on Lazarus, Powered Hug on Aisling again. Sandstream is rocking the spaceship or Space Trooper Chaos. War of Time is on Carapace, and Daniel is on Trovik. The other team that helped is on Cavashir again. Cheetah is on Vezin, Handsome Man on Ustat, Poke on Pycon, and Shower on Scorpix.
Now, Shower was actually one of the extra players, although we'll get to that in just a moment, so we might have a level 1 team fight. As Powered Hug finds the entire team. There's an early signature from Cavashir.
Gonna take out Powered. No, she ran away to Lightsman.
Ran away to get Lightsman. Lightsman will fall. Cheetah still picks up the kill on Powered Hug. So it is still 2 kills picked up very early on by the level 1 Cavashir Sig. And now Team Sleepyface, who is the green team, is now taking the regeneration buff. Interesting to see if they actually give it to someone. Nope, it looks like it was just a relative free-for-all for it. But Vezin does still end up with it. But Shower was actually one of the reserves for Team Sleepyface that they pulled in this game.
So it should be fairly interesting. It looks like Poke is going to jungle on Pycon, leaving Cheetah a solo bottom lane with Ustat mid against Lazarus.
It's going to be very interesting to see how, especially that mid lane, how that works. We all know Vezin can solo bottom lane just fine. All he needs is a couple levels, which he gets the level advantage being in the solo lane, and then once he gets a couple levels, he can just clear the minions in one shot. So it's really not going to be much of a problem for him. I'm really curious to see how Ustat does against the Lazarus. Meanwhile, up top we have the 2v1 lane of Daniel going against Shower and Nadhelm.
I really like the new FX for this Vezin skin.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to Petroglyph and her art team and all for a lot of the new effects are just really cool.
Yeah. My grandma could do better than that.
I know a lot of people got the new effects, like Lazarus, I believe it was in the last game, the bone skin Lazarus actually has, like, all of his effects have little bone pieces flying off of them and stuff. So just very cool new effects for a lot of the immortals.
This little fog that follows him when he walks would be awesome.
Not to mention his Q actually looks like a little explosion of fire too. It's great.
It's fairly even overall. No one's really missing a lot of CS.
13 and 10, or 13 and 11 now missed CS between the two teams. So you're both doing a very good job of farming. Looks like Sleepyface wants to try and pick up this move speed buff.
Looks like that noMERCY wants to come up and stop him.
They do have the ward there to see it. Poke is getting very low at tanking the buff, and then having the gank come in from noMERCY. And the buff will get reset, so nobody's going to get it right now, as it looks like noMERCY is going to back away from it, and I don't believe that Sleepyface is going to go back in it again.
But they are going to go for mid.
Poke does take out the ward that noMERCY had put there. They put down the True Vision so they could see it. Now they're going to go for the totem for the buff again with 4 of them. There's another ward getting put down, but immediately getting destroyed. And they're going to be able to take this buff, as noMERCY does not want to go after all 5 of them going for that buff.
And then Cheetah's just going to go down and farm up them creeps. There's a lot just packing there.
Oh, he just barely can't quite kill the full lane. He's just gonna go back, wait for a cooldown, and just nuke them all again, I'm sure. Or we'll just slowly pick them off one by one. There's the nuke. He gets very low, and Sandstream's almost catching him with the big bullets there. Cheetah is going to go back to buy. He does have a couple levels on them now. He's level 5. Sandstream's is level 4 though. Powered Hug just hitting 3. Meanwhile, up top, Downiel is level 5, whereas Shower and Nadhelp are both level 4. And then in mid, both of them at level 5 right now. Both Handsome Man and Lazarus relatively even on the CS, only 3 separating them. So again, both teams doing a very good job of last hitting and keeping the CS score very even. War of Time does have an advantage over Poke in the jungle though. War of Time picking up 30 CS and being level 5 at this point, whereas Poke is only level 4 with 20 CS. So we'll see if that...
Power of the crab. This E just makes jungling so easy and so fast.
Yeah, Pycon can jungle, but his jungle is rather slow. The one good thing though is that his ganks are devastating, especially once he hits 6.
Where Poke is really good at keeping
Poke and
control
Handsome
of
Man
these
try and
buffs.
give the other one the buff. Poke finally does take it. Handsome Man goes back to mid. Lazarus just farming away.
My grandma could do better than that. My grandma could do better than that.
Well, down bottom again, just very even farming on both sides. No real action in this one since the initial team fight at level 1. Both teams have just
noMERCY
been
is playing very cautious. This is a do or die game.
Lazarus looks like he might be starting to take a slight advantage in mid. He's able to do so much poking down. The Handsome Man just isn't going to be able to deal with, especially now that he's hit level 7. Though it looks like Iceland is now heading mid, and Lazarus is going bottom, with Chaos coming mid to join Iceland.
Oh, the Handsome Man QW's Aisling.
And now
Takes
Poke
off
coming
more
in
than
from the
half
bottom.
that.
This could be very bad. He does get the ult off on Iceland. There's a stun. The ultimate from Ustat coming in, picking up the kill. Very nicely done by sleepyface there, as they continue to just destroy wards.
My grandma could do better than that. My grandma could do better than that.
I think they recognize that Lazarus is much stronger now and can just go, and they need to put him bottom to deal with Vezin being able to clear the wave so quickly.
This is a bad matchup for Cheetah because that lane is just so long. If he pushes out to mid, then he will never get back to his own tower. And Cheetah knows that. He's playing very safe when he's seen Lazarus go up into the bushes.
Especially because Lazarus does still have a slight level advantage over him from mid. See, the team's kind of converging around middle here, but nothing too much happening there. A little bit of poking, that's about it. Powered Hug falling way behind, only level 4 right now. Just hit level 5. He's so far behind. Everyone else is, I mean, NatHelp is also level 6, so he's not too bad. As I guess the two supports are just way behind. As I mean, other people are starting to hit level 10 now. As sleepyface picks up,
grabbing the movement speed buff. They're making sure they get every buff that pops up.
Because of that and the 3 kills, they do have a 2.5k gold advantage.
Poke getting reckless, going right under the tower. Oh, and they end up getting a double kill there.
Oh, but then Poke does fall thanks to the signature usage from Daniel. That is 2 sigs that 2 of his 3 signature uses on Trobach that he just used to get the kill on Pycon. Meanwhile, while Cheetah went to help out mid, Lightsman stayed down bottom and just racking up an even bigger advantage as he just pops the minion wave, which is going to almost kill all of them. He just doesn't.
He still has less CS than Cheetah.
That's going to change because Cheetah just comes down and clears the full wave. But Lightsman will be able to get much more CS once he goes back and finishes off the Initiate's Treasure. Once he gets that upgraded, he'll be able to clear the full creep waves with just one cast of his E. So he's got 2 True Vision totems in this bush. Cheetah just stands there and destroys one of them.
And they're doing a good job trying to keep their True Visions alive around the chaos.
Lightsman walking into Poke, getting stunned. He does pop his ultimate and walks into the team. Gets ulted by Iceland too. Way too early, I feel, for that.
While the Lazarus ult was still on him too.
Exactly, that's what I meant by being a little bit too early. But it ends up not really mattering. So now all of sleepyface is here mid. Looks like they're gonna push and destroy this tower. It only has a couple hits left on it, so that will go down. There's the first tower taken at 12:40 in the second game of this best of 3 series. And now sleepyface going right up to the top buff, and as you said earlier, just making sure that they get every single buff that spawns. That's just contributing to their big gold advantage. They have just about a 4,000 gold advantage with 4 kills and 1 tower. If we look at the items, Lightsman still only has the base of the Initiate's Treasure. Cheetah getting Wetherill's Ever-Living Phylactery right off the bat, which is a pretty good idea. I mean, it's an item that just scales up as time goes on for a maximum of 10 minutes. So the earlier you get it, the quicker it'll be at its maximum potential. And I would not be surprised if he got the Initiate's Treasure next.
Things are going down to Poke in the bush. And know he's standing on a word.
Him and Cheetah are both standing in that same bush with the ward. So noMERCY knows that, and they're not going to go in there, not with 3 of them right there. That much damage in one spot is just not something you want to try and initiate on. Now here comes the rest of sleepyface. This could be very bad. It's 5 of sleepyface against 4 of noMERCY. The ultimate going down on Lightsman. Lightsman will stay alive. Powered Hug getting ulted by Pycon, but he's going to get away as well. Looks like almost everyone is going to get away. War of Time is very close to falling, but he's looks like Scorpions will get on him, but I don't think it's going to be enough damage. So after all of that, everybody lives. But we could still have more fighting happening here. So Cheetah drops his nuke. There's the ultimate from Daniel, keeping everyone away. Well, Lightsman is in a bit of trouble here. There's 3 members of noMERCY on him. He drops his ultimate, hitting both Chaos and Trobach. Very nice ultimate there. Chaos gets ulted by Cavalier, but nothing's going to be able to beat that. Howard Hug saving himself with his own ultimate. So all of this fighting and nobody has actually died yet. This is just an insane amount of fighting to have no deaths whatsoever. Lazarus was very low, he just healed up, he uses his ultimate. He's going in on Cheetah, now he's finally backing off. Looks like Poke is going to try and go in.
Just too far away from anyone to land a axe.
That was like a full minute of fighting, and there's not a single death to come of it. Now it seems sleepyface will go for the bottom move speed buff.
Sandstreams though, I think he's coming down to try and steal this. Can he get it off in time? No!
Wait, I think he did. No, he didn't quite get it. He was incredibly close. His ultimate didn't quite do it, but that big bullet was very, very close to stealing it. Now, slow's going down on both sides, so nothing's going to come from that either. Might have been the most intense, like, fighting I've ever seen to not have a kill. We could be having one now. Lightsman getting very low, but nobody can follow that up. So Lightsman's gonna get away again.
War of Time though, in a bad position. It's going back.
He's gonna be able to get out. I don't think they fully know where he is, so. Team sleepyface is going up top. They're either just patrolling for wards or possibly going for this top tower.
I think they might be trying to catch someone in the jungle.
They could be catching.
Like Downhill.
Nope, Downhill doesn't quite go in on it.
Oh, Poke lands his ult onto Powerwood.
Howard Hug gets his own ultimate down to save himself. So still no kills. Oh, very nice Vezin ultimate. Very, very nice Vezin ultimate. Finally, a kill scored as Howard Hug goes down. There's the signature from Scorpix, but it's not going to get any kills. Just both sides are so tanky right now. And both of them really only have one squishy character. Now Lightsman trying to go after Cheetah, but gets it turned right around on him. Now Daniel and Lightsman are both very low.
Everyone.
Poke does let Daniel go, or let Lightsman go, and they do pick up the kill on Daniel despite him doing his best effort to try and kill Cheetah with his signature. Now Poke is still here fighting Carapace. Meanwhile, Vezin's getting chased by Sandstream. Scorpix is coming in from behind him, and Vezin just getting away. Now Scorpix is in a bit of trouble. There's just fighting going on everywhere. Scorpix trying to go after Chaos, but Scorpix will eventually get caught as Carapace was able to come all the way around and be able to pick up the assist on that kill. And now finally Team noMERCY is going to be able to get a buff of their own. While Lightsman started to push mid, but Poke immediately teleports in and stops that.
Poke doesn't really have anything. His boots sprinting and 2 upgrades on the hammer.
Now we see Team noMERCY, 3 of them coming in on this top tower. Only Ustad is there to try and defend it. We'll see if he stays to defend or if he gives it to him, but it looks like noMERCY is actually going to be the ones to back off. See, Lightsman actually opted to upgrade his boots before he got the Initiate's treasure. It's both teams converging around middle again. We could have another team fight. neither team wants to be the first ones to budge. There's more wards getting placed. Looks like we have Corpix and Cheetah going in. Cheetah throwing down his ultimate, but not hitting anybody with it. There's a signature from Ustad though, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get too much from it. It does pick up Daniel with the ultimate. And now Powered Hug also is going to fall.
Wow.
Lightsman and War of Time are both very low. They go in under the tower. War of Time does go down. Shower taking tower shots and just surviving up there. And now Handsome Man making
aggressive.
almost very
Still lives.
almost a very bad mistake there by Handsome Man, but he does get away. There's a few more kills for sleepyface as they increase. The gold lead was actually starting to get diminished, but has been now pushed back up to 3,000. As sleepyface goes and immediately takes this bottom buff. This time, Sandstreams isn't even able to get close enough to think about stealing it.
Much like last game too, they're only pushing down mid. They haven't really touched any of the side towers yet.
That's both teams. Like, neither team has touched the side lanes, which is just very weird to see. Once again, both teams are converging around middle. Sleepyface heading up towards top. Oh, we could have a fight breaking out here. Lightsman popping his ultimate just in time. And there's the ultimate from Daniel, really pushing around sleepyface, getting them out of position. Poke is very close to going down. Poke will fall. I saw an ultimate from Iceland, but it didn't actually take effect. Lightsman just barely getting away. Less than 40 health after the Ustad used the wolf on him.
That may have been a very good, or a decent trade for sleepyface there, where they got a Chaos Sake out of it and only lost their Pycon. Despite being in the middle of it all.
While Lightsman using the distraction up top to come and push mid. But here comes Sleepyface, and he's going to have to back off. Poke teleporting in and immediately hitting him with the stun and the snare. Trying to follow him as hard as he can so that the rest of his team can catch up. And they will indeed take him down. But now the rest of noMERCY trying to use that distraction to take down top tower.
Sleepyface, they might just try and push mid.
That's what it looks like they are doing, is they are now going in on that tower.
One of the best choices they could have done in that position.
And there's no way they could have gotten up to the top tower to defend it. So might as well just take the second tower of mid. So a great trade for Sleepyface. They picked up a kill on Lazarus, a second mid tower, while noMERCY only got the first top tower. Poke picking up the axe just so we can throw it back again to get that one minion. So we take a look at the items. Sandstream's going for the criticals. He not only has the critical strike boots, the gloves, and now he's working on the critical axe. Meanwhile, Poke getting a lot of damage on Pycon, having the full hammer. Both Cheetah and Lightsman going for the Initiate's treasure. Lightsman almost done with his, but still not quite finished. Looks like sleepyface taking yet another buff up top, increasing their gold advantage to about 5,000. Cheetah not really catching anyone with his ultimate, but he did block Power Word Hug in with his team, forcing Power Word Hug to use his ultimate on Iceland. And now everyone once again splits off. Cheetah does get killed by Sandstreams. Meanwhile, everyone is still very split up. Looks like Handsome Man is going to go down. Shower is very close to going down as well, and they are going to pick up that kill. Oh, maybe not just yet. He is still alive, barely by the skin of his teeth. Now he finally goes down at mid-tower. And so, noMERCY takes down that middle tower. Poke is in a lot of trouble here. He's going to go down as well, leaving Nat Help as the only one alive, and she's not going to be able to defend this tower. noMERCY just pushes in on it. Chaos using his ultimate to slow the tower shots so that he can do even more to it. And now they're going to move in onto the next middle tower as well. So a very, very big team fight for noMERCY there. Evening up the score, evening up the gold count, taking the lead in towers, and getting the Acropolis as well. Now it looks like they want to go after the Titan, as they've just pinged it. Looks like most of them are going to head over to the Titan.
Sleepyface doesn't have any wards over there, so you're not even going to see this happen.
They take the smooth speed buff, and that's it. They back off of it immediately afterwards. Probably just not sure if they wouldn't have. They knew about if they had wards there because they have the True Vision serum. But sleepyface did come immediately to check if that's where they were. I don't think sleepyface realizes it, but they actually... Oh, looks like they might be realizing it now. They have a great opportunity to take this buff. Although, not if they don't actually aggro
watching
it.
them do this. They might actually be in a worse position than I think.
Yeah, they took a little too long to get started on it, and then when they did start, the Obsidian Titan just aggroing way out of its cage. There's the ultimate from Daniel, but it doesn't really affect anything. It doesn't catch anyone out of position. So now it looks like maybe noMERCY might be going for the buff or trying to bait a fight. Nope, they're just actually going to go clear bottom lane. Now it looks like they're going to hang out by the buff and trying to bait a fight here.
Oh, not help is...
Oh, it's Cheetah big explosion on Cheetah, not letting him get anything off.
Instantly.
That was an excellent display of patience by them to wait. They could have tried to just explode on Nat Help, but instead waited to kill Vezin so that he couldn't get his ultimate or anything off. Taking down Shower as well, who got caught behind everybody. This could be the game here for noMERCY, as they have all five of them up at full health.
Still has a Sig. So if he plays this right, he might be able to save this.
Oh, he's gonna get melted before he can even activate it.
Way too late.
That is going to be the game. Moostat cannot save this tower, or this shrine. They actually end up killing Handsome Man and then turn on to the shrine. So good game for Team noMERCY, picking up the win, evening up this best of 3 series to 1 game apiece. This is going to be an intense final game.